Hey guys, Winter Kills here. Welcome back to a brand new Locals feature match. We are in round 2 from July 17th's Locals, and we have Photon Galaxy, piloted by yours truly, part of that one deck, 1 month series, versus Prank Kids on the right. Prank Kids is usually a pretty popular deck at our Locals, so it's not super surprising that I ended up getting paired against it here in round 2. And yesterday I asked you guys in a poll on the community tab who you thought was going to win this match, and to no surprise, 73% of you guys said Prank Kids would win, and 28% said Photon Galaxy. You guys really have faith in me, man. You really, really do. It just goes to show by that whopping 28%. Don't get too excited for Photon Galaxy now. I mean, I get where you guys are coming from, of course. On paper, the Prank Kids engine is far superior than that of the Photons, because it wasn't printed, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, whenever the Zexelton came out in, I think, 2013, but I digress. We start with Soldier to grab Knight. Knight actually ends up getting Belled, which is, like, really, really kind of a pain, because it's going to stop that number 90 Turbo that we're trying to pull off here. The new episode of One Deck 1 Month is not out yet, but it'll be up on Saturday. I think that's when I'm going to start uploading all the One Deck 1 Month episodes, is on Saturday. And then the episode of Duel Archives every Friday. If you guys haven't seen that new series, check it out. Please do. It's a really awesome series. I think you guys will love it. But yeah, Cosmic for my Imperm. And then I have an Ash actually for his Fansies, which feels really good. He had a Bell for me, and I have an Ash for him, and we both get stopped by it just as much. Now, unfortunately for me, in my hand, I have a Cellite and Photon Thrasher. So I have 2 dead cards in my hand, so I can't do anything. So I just have to go to the battle phase, run over his Meow Mew, and hope for the best. Like, hope he just can't go for full combo here. He summons off of the Fansies or the Lampsies, and I pop on resolution, pop the monster he summoned off of it with Soul Flare. So that keeps him off, completing his board. I draw for turn. I pick up an Expedition, right? Great card to have, but, not when the other 2 cards in my hand are completely dead. So I swing in for another 1,000. He sets one and passes it back to me. I draw a Wizard, and I'm like, thank God. Because, like, for those that don't know, a Cellite basically can summon Galaxy Wizard from the deck, which is the main searcher, but you can only activate it while you control no monsters. And, Soul Flare is just chilling there, and I'm pretty sure most people know how Photon Thrasher works. You can summon it from the hand while you control no monsters. Can't be normal summon. So, yeah. I normal the Wizard, increase its level by 4, try to activate Expedition, and he has the Ash. But I'm like, alright, this is fine. I can tribute off this Wizard, go ahead and grab Galaxy Trance, the card that I added in recently, and I got a Galaxy Eyes Engrave. I can try to go for game here, essentially, because Soul Flare could attack his set so long as it doesn't have more than 1,900 defense. We're good. And then I can go into a number 62 to try to secure the game, but no, he has a Ghost Bell. Another one. So, yeah, my plan's foiled yet again, and my opponent draws, sets one, and passes. I go ahead and start by drawing into Vanisher, special summoning that to the field to try and search a Photon Drag, but he has an Ash as well. And then I just go into battle phase, attack over what ends up being a set Droll and Lock Bird, and my opponent draws for turn, and he rips a Prank Kid's place. Of course. I feel like I never ever win these top deck battles, man. I feel like I never win them. It's just always terrible luck. So either way, he gets to place. That gets him 2 Dropsies into Meow Mew. Dropsies gains 1,000, or gives him 1,000 to summon out the Fansies. And there was a cut in the video there because my opponent actually ended up splitting one of his sleeves, so I had to quickly change one and grab one off of his side deck. His deck is double sleeve, much like mine, so lucky no cards were ruined, but he just had to take a moment to quickly re-sleeve a card. And right now we're actually trying to make sure we both have life points correct, because I think we had a discrepancy in between what he had as life and what I had as life points on my phone. So we're just getting that all squared away as I cut his deck. Feels very weird now to like be able to touch your opponent's cards. Like, I know that's how it has always been, but it just feels like weird. But it feels good at the same time to be able to actually like play like Yu-Gi-Oh in a setting like normally again. It's really awesome. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and summon out the Dropsies. No, Fansies, Lampsies. I'm getting Fansies and Lampsies mixed up today. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Let me know why I'm getting them mixed up. I don't know. So yeah, he summons out one. He's got doodle doodle doo. He's doodling his doodle doo, and then he goes into the battle phase and runs over my Soul Flare, because Soul Flare is actually down by 500 because of place, and then he uses the Doodler to go ahead and add back 2. One being the Prank Kids Prank, and the other being a copy of Drops, that Drippy Dropsies. Speaking of droplets, this is one of those matches where I wish I was able to afford that card, but if you're not in the 1%, it's very hard to get a play set. No, I'm joking, obviously. I mean, it's still very, very expensive, just not that expensive. You know, but it's a good thing they reprinted droplets, you know, right? But it's unfortunate that the reprint happened to be an even more expensive version than the original copy. But that is just Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2021, I guess. Yeah, so he's going to go ahead and resolve the pranks here, putting back blue, red, and a copy of Meow, because I think he's already burned quite a few Meows this match, or this game here. Yeah, so he's going to pass it back to me. I'm going to draw for turn, and he's going to start by tributing off the Bow Wow Bark to add 2. And I have a copy of Orbital, which I draw for turn. And keep in mind, I still actually have Thrasher and a Satellite Man. So I still have 2 deck cards. I technically have 3 cards in total, only 1 of them usable. So I go ahead and use Orbital, and he's got Called by the Grave. Oh my goodness, feels so bad. Yeah, there's just really not much I can do at this point, so I just go ahead and scoop them up, and we head into a Game 2 situation. And as we do that, I want to mention a quick shout out to Imperium Duelist. If you guys are interested in picking up any beautiful playmats like the one you see on the left, which is actually my very own playmat through Imperium, but they also sell binders, deck boxes, dice, and backpacks, and much more. And you can get all their stuff for 10% off using my discount code WinnerKills10off. And if you guys are buying anything on TCG Player, please do not forget to use my affiliate link found in the description of all my videos. If you guys shop and check out using that link, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase goes right back into the channel and helps out way more than you would think. So we get started here with a copy of Pot of Prosperity, proving to be just a really solid card all around. I've thought many times about going back to trade-in, but every time I do, I just simply realize the fact that I'd have to change the build so much more to include more level 8s, and there's going to be those situations where I draw trade-in with no level 8 target, and it was a card that will just always make bad hands worse. Obviously, you have ways to search your level 8s, but, you know, if you can't get to them, you can't get to them. Whereas, you know, Prosperity is pretty much always live. And unfortunately, my opponent has another Bell for my Galaxy Knight again, foiling my plans at number 90 Turbo, which number 90 Turbo will make much more sense come the new episode of 1D1M. But yeah, we start with the Brave. Brave reveals Orbital. Orbital hits the field, or Brave hits the field as level 4. Trying to set up a rank 4 play there, but my Orbital gets ashed. Really just not able to play any Yu-Gi-Oh! Here. So we go and link into Soul Flare, add back Galaxy Eyes for that interruption. I believe I set an Infinite Impermanence here. My opponent starts with a copy of Prank Kids Place. Gonna go ahead and search him. A Prank Kids monster. Gonna go ahead and grab the Lampsies. I got it right this time. And one thing, Prank Kids Place is so good. It's that chain block that the deck necessarily, like, it really needs, but can't chain block a Solemn Judgment. So, Solemn Judgment will shut down the Meow Mew, and it will also prevent the Lampsies from going through either, because it was never sent to the grave as link material for the Link Summon a Link Monster, because the Link Summon never happened because it was negated by Judgment. Interesting little ruling there for those that are unaware. If you strike any Prank Kids Link Monster, or if you Solemn Judgment a Prank Kids Link Monster like Meow Mew, they do not get to summon off the Prank Kid Monster they use to link for it, because the summon was never successful. And now he's going to follow up with Monster Reborn, taking my Knight, and as he attempts to leave battle phase, I use Soul Flare to discard Galaxy Eyes and to pop it. And that's just going to put Knight back in my grave. Good enough for me. He actually, you know, allowed me to put Knight back in my grave. I guess either way it would have gone there. But, you know, I link into another Soul Flare really quick. You know, grab back Knight, normal Knight, bring back Galaxy Eyes. We're into number 90. We can actually start punching in for some damage here. 4,500 total. And now we can, you know, threaten, you know, his board state with that one negate, which he can probably chain block. But also can't be destroyed by card effects. So it's pretty much safe from Battle Butler at this point. Of course, it's not in the battle phase. And we can also generate advantage off number 90. So the new build of Photon is starting to revolve much more around number 90. Because it is just such a good card all around. So just kind of going back to basics and not trying to combo with Felgrand or make other rank 8. Just just get to number 90 and take it from there. So my opponent is going to activate the Dropsies as Chainlink 1, place as Chainlink 2. I'm going to chain number 90 to that to go ahead and grab a copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, so I have fuel for my Soulflare Dragon to, on resolution, pop whatever monster he summons so he can't continue to extend unless he has something like Pranks. I'm just kind of calling his bluff here, so we go and activate Soulflare, pitch the Galaxy Eyes, and go ahead and pop his Fansies. Just going to go ahead and check the graveyard. And I'm hoping he doesn't have the follow-up, but he does have the follow-up. So we'll discard Roxy's for place, or Pranks rather, to summon a token, and then link with Meow Mew and the token into another Prankets link. So, I mean, it's not as good as if, you know, he would have been able to keep the Prankets monster that he summoned out. But it's not terrible because he can still extend. Just not as far as he probably would have been able to. So battle phase, he attacks over my Soulflare, which is at 1500 now because of the place. And we're going to see him proceed to the end phase where he's going to recycle 3 Meow Mew and I think a blue and a yellow to the main deck. It's either blue or yellow or blue and green. Couldn't really tell from that just a quick glance. But now here comes an interesting turn. So my opponent just has a Bow Wow Bark on field. I have a 2000 attack, number 90. So as it stands, I can't go into the battle phases, run it over, and make a Zeus. But this is something I've realized immediately after I sat down to like edit the footage and seeing how much of a mistake I made here in terms of being able to like apply pressure. So what I should have done at this point is basically I go into the battle phase, realizing or not realizing that my number 90 is actually at 2000, and then I go to main phase 2. And I'm like, whatever, you know, I already said I was going to do it, so there's no going back. Will you see me checking my extra deck here, and I'm looking at number 30, or I'm looking at Full Armor Dragon, which for those that don't know, I can basically exchange it over any rank 8 Galaxy Eyes monster, which number 90 is that. Number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. So I should have just summoned that over top number 90 and attacked with the Full Armor for 2000. And then made his Zeus in main phase 2 with 4 materials, and that would have been probably enough. You keep Prank Kids off of a normal summon or any way to get their link engine going, you pretty much shut them down very, very easily. Like, I have a 1 board wipe to stop the normal, and then I have another board wipe to stop any instant fusion or 1-for-1 he may have, because, you know, the Prank Kid Pranks is going to go with it too. So I made a huge error there. I'm sorry, my Photon Galaxy viewers. I just didn't think of it. I don't know what it was. I'm like, I will just leave it where I am. I have a set imperm. Like, I'll just hang out here. I still have, you know, a negate underneath a negate and destroy underneath my number 90. I mean, I guess regardless, I would still have it, but you know, I'm still feeling good here. So I'm like, I'll just pass. I don't need to. Because I guess the main reason that kept me off going into full armor was losing the monster negate I would have had from number 90. And I was worried maybe that the Zeus wouldn't be enough, but it definitely would have been without a doubt. So I think he goes to enter battle phase here again. On attack declaration, I chain number 90. He tries to Ash. I negate. So I still get my Search of Galaxy Wizard. And then he goes ahead and just swings in, you know, over the number 90 for a total of 500. He actually never attacked with the Meow Mew, which is interesting. Unless you can attack with it for some reason, but never attacked with the Meow Mew, which would have put me down to 1500, which will kind of matter a little bit later, for reasons that you guys will see. But either way, he's going to go ahead and summon one here off of the Dropsies. And next turn, we're going to see something pretty unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. You guys will see what I'm talking about. So he's going to go ahead and activate Doodle Doo, add back 2. And a reminder to subscribe if you guys haven't already for more videos like these. Pretty much every week, locals feature matches like this alongside other great content. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and resolve Pranks here. And adding back, looks like Doodle Doo, Meow Mew, and a copy of Green into the main deck. And then, of course, he'll shuffle them in and draw a card. And hand it over to me, where I draw a Cosmic Cyclone. He has 2 set back row. One of them is a bluff. Where's the Pandemonium? Can he hit it? No, he is not good enough to hit the set Pandemonium. 1,000 life points wasted. Yeah, you really, really hate to see it. So yeah, I'm like, you know what? Everything's fine. We'll just keep going. Maybe he won't Pandemonium. Yeah, right. Okay, so I make my wizard increase its level by 4, so it is a level 8. Use Expedition now. Interesting thing here too, I only have one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon left in deck, and I'm like, I can't OTK with 62. For example, if I would have hit the Pandemonium, I'm like, how would I have OTK'd with only one Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon left in deck? You know, I wouldn't be able to use Afterglow. Well, the way I would need to do it is use Expedition to summon out an Afterglow, and then overlay Afterglow and Wizard to 62, detach the Afterglow, and then reattach the last Galaxy Eyes in my deck to the number 62, ensuring it does the full battle damage for game over top of that Bow Wow Bark. But it doesn't matter. My permanence is not enough, and my opponent takes it 2-0. If you guys want to see more of my content, there should be some other videos you can watch popping up right now on the bottom of the screen. And last but not least, a huge shout out goes to all of the YouTube members that support this channel. A special thanks goes to our Divine level channel members, and they are Cadillacs84 and Pony Stark. Thank you guys so much as always for your continued and extremely generous support of this channel.